that, to start something. So yeah, on a lot of money. I don't think everybody, but a lot of people on dollars. They're some of the founders of the country. All right, so Ben Franklin's one of them. He's on the $100 bill, so a lot of people might know what he looks like already. He was not a president or a king. So why is he important? Do you know anything else about this guy?
Unfortunately, no.
No. Yeah, he's pretty interesting. By the time the American Revolution came, he was quite old. So he was like one of the older founders, and he was around for quite a while. He had a long career, and we could see by we're going to read some of his quotes in just a second. We could see some of them are from like the 1730s, right? 1740s and 50s. Yeah, by the way, when was the American Revolution? Does anyone remember exactly or approximately?
1773, I think.
1778, I think.
Yeah, 1778 was like one of the years. I forget the years exactly. We could probably go back and look. I know it started 1775, and I think it finished in 83, but I'm not completely certain about the ending. Yeah, so in those years. Famously, July 4th, 1776 is considered Independence Day, like the day when the country started. Yeah, so.
I think it was with the 50 states.
Again, Ibrahim?
The United States, beginning United States with 13 states.
13. Yeah,
13.
started with 13 states.
For America.
Yeah, there were 13 colonies, and those turned into the 13 original states. Yeah, and that's why we look at the American flag. It always has 13 red and white stripes. Those are for those original 13 states. But whenever they add a star, whenever they add a state, they add a star to the flag. That's why the flag looks different through history. Yeah. Okay. So one of the founders was Ben Franklin. He did quite a bit of things, including a lot of like writing and scientific things. During the war, he spent it in France, surprisingly, trying to get help from the French. If you remember, France was one of the countries that granted a lot of support to America, because I don't think they were good friends with Britain at the time. Yeah. So, yeah, ambassador to France from 1776 to 1785. And an ambassador, you might have heard this word before. Who is an ambassador? No? Like, there might be, in Riyadh, there might be an American ambassador right now. Well, someone who represents like a country's government in another country is an ambassador. Yeah, yeah. They usually live in the embassy, which is like a building that belongs to like a foreign government, and usually they're in the capital cities of like different countries around the world. That's what we mean by ambassador. Yeah. So during the war, he was ambassador to France, and that was really important because, like I said, France gave a lot of help to America during the war. Okay. Did a lot of other interesting stuff too. For example, he invented these things. Bifocals. Bifocals. So take a close look at our pictures here. And can someone try to explain for us, like, what are bifocals? What do you think?
It's a
Looks like-
glass, teacher.
Yeah, these are eyeglasses, right?
Yeah.
And notice that all these glasses, they kind of have like two parts, two lenses, right? Even like the newer ones have two lenses.
Yeah.
Bi means two, right? Like a bicycle, it means like two wheels. Bifocals means like, yeah, like two different lenses. What's the point of these glasses?
Sorry, Teacher Michael, I was busy in the moment, so I wasn't. I couldn't answer. So,
Do you want to try? So my question to you is like, what are these glasses and what's the point of them? Have you ever seen these before?
no, I ever seen these classes before.
Yeah. My grandfather have.
Isn't it broke? Or
No,
No, they're
part
not
of
broken.
them, it's to make the picture bigger, and the other one,
smaller?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's not smaller.
Ah.
It's to make it right, to make your look right.
So it's so one of the lenses, one of the glasses is for seeing far away, like they say distance vision. And one of the lenses is for seeing close up, for reading usually.
Close up, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I get it.
My grandparents also had these, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all the
that's
grandparents have one, I think.
Yeah. So Ben Franklin, like I said, he did a lot of other things, especially before the American Revolution. One of them was he invented bifocal glasses. So he was kind of like I said, a writer and a scientist, and he did a lot of yeah, he did a lot of interesting things. To zoom out here and just read a couple things about him, just so you get an idea. So he helped a lot during the American Revolution, but there was a bit more too. There's this famous story about him that he learned that lightning was a form of electricity. I guess that was like a new discovery back then. So I'd like to read this little section for us. And Ibrahim, can you read this section, the kite experiment and the lightning rod?
Kite experiment and lightning rod. In 1750, he published a proposal for an experiment to prove the lightning is electricity by flying a kite in a store that looked like was becoming a lightning storm. On May 10th, 1752, Thomas Francois de Libert, France, conducted Franklin's experiment using 40-foot tall, 12-meter iron rod instead of a kite, and he extracted electrical spark from a coal. On June 15, On June 15, Franklin may possibly have conducted his well-known kite experiment in Philadelphia, successfully extracting spark from a coal. Franklin's electrical experiment led to his invention of the lightning rod.
One more time, not invitation, but invention.
invention of lighting bulb.
Yeah. So he invented a lot of things. He invented these bifocal glasses that we just looked at. He also invented this thing called a lightning rod. In case you don't know what that is, well, we can click on a link. It's just a metal stick or a metal rod that people put on buildings to like protect them from lightning during storms.